this time we was in that condition of slavery, oppression. You know, we longing for the God to save us. Now we gonna bring us back into Egypt. You know, go back, jump to 28:68. He's gonna bring us back into Egypt again. The second Egypt. He's not gonna go back to Egypt, but that Egypt represents bondage, represents that condition that he's gonna bring us back into. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Again. With ships. With what? With ships. How do we get over here, brother? Do we walk over here? Do we take a plane? Do we take a car? How do we get over here? That's in the Bible. That's one of the key precepts that you can bring out to prove who these God's chosen people are in this book. We just proved it. It's plain. Like it's packed like sardines on that thing, man. You know, dealing with feces, dealing with sisters on their period, brothers throwing up, you know, piss and all those type of stuff. Like, we was dealing with that. That's a sign that we are the people of the book. We're not just gonna come out and say so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American are God's chosen people. You gotta search these things out. It's like a puzzle. You gotta bring it together. Because if it said it like that, you know, the world wouldn't be what it is today. That's how the world works. We gotta kind of, you know, funnel it through brothers that's kind of around the same age, come from the same condition, teach you who you are according to the book. You're not gonna learn this in church. Pastor's not gonna bring this out to you. He got a suit inside, he got a choir, he got everything going on. He passed around a collection plate for you to not know who you are and for you to give money to him. Most High put the spirit on brothers to break it down so even a small child can understand this doctrine. This wasn't revealed to us. We was once in the world, smoking, getting high, whatever it was, dealing with different women. But now once we understand who we are according to the book, we understand what we gotta do to get our condition. Things like that start to change. We start to do away with the smoking and getting high. We start doing away with the pork and all that stuff. We start to understand who we are and what God requires of us. You know what I'm saying? You gotta research. Read the book of Deuteronomy 76. So now, you know, we're kind of proving who we are. We're kind of getting into what's going on in this book. You gotta understand who you are and how special you are. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. He said we are a holy people. The word holy just means separate. I mean, we're a separate people from everybody on the earth. We're a separate holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. He chosen us to be a special people unto himself. Read. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And we all the same. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. We are special and holy above all people upon the face of the earth. That's why we look better, we dress better. You know what I'm saying? Our men are more handsome than other men. Our women are more beautiful than other women. You know what I'm saying? We got kind of slang when we talk. It's a flow. It matters. It rhymes. It just feel good. We don't got to try. You know what I'm saying? So we jump higher. You know, LeBron, Jordan, all that stuff. We the greatest. They don't have that. Who's great on their side? They don't invent anything. We made all the inventions. We made all the understanding that we had, the medicines, the doctors, all that stuff. That comes from us. It comes from the book. You know, he's saying we are special and holy. We are the God's chosen people, the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. So once you know that, you're like, damn, they keeping this from us. They want to keep you in that condition. You can Psalm 18. They hate us. Yeah, they know because they know who our God is. They know who we belong to. They know what type of bloodline we come from. You know what I'm saying? We can just be who we are.
Don't know hate.
That's right. That's right. Bring it out. The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. He said they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. You know what crafty counsel is? Crafty counsel is like, hey, brother, come at me. Knowing damn well I got somebody around the corner trying to come up behind you and rob you and take something. I got crafty counsel going on. So basically what he's saying that these other nations, they got crafty counsel against God's chosen people. They in these tall buildings, these banks, these higher up casinos, whatever it is, they up in these buildings, these planning and keep us oppressed in these conditions. It's a real thing. They spend millions and billions of dollars not to hide who we are on this book. They try, they go out their way, they do things. It may not feel like that, you may not see it that way, but that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, how else do we not know this? How else are our people in this still condition? Laying down on the street, begging for money, you know what I'm saying? Our women out of order, our men out of order. All these things are signs of like of who we are and why what we're going through. We gotta figure that thing out. Let's start back at 2. Psalm 83 and verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden one. They're planning and plotting and trying to keep you oppressed, not knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying? They keep you high off the weed. They drop a whole bucket of guns in the hood. People spinning on each other. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is designed for you not knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying? Genesis 32 and 24. You know what I'm saying? You come from royalty, bro. You know, we're not just out here for no reason. Brothers got families, brothers got jobs, brothers got stuff to do. And we out here on the Shabbat trying to bring his word out to you, brother. To our people. Because our people don't know. We didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It was a time where we was just going up and down, doing whatever we wanted to do. And the Most High for the spiritual brothers would break it down to us. Like, hey, this what we've been missing. This what we've been looking for. You know what I'm saying? Look at the book of Genesis chapter 32 and verse 24. And Jacob was left alone. And there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. So our forefather was wrestling the angel to the breaking of the day. Our forefather's name is Jacob. He was wrestling the angel to the breaking of the day. Read. God. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his side, and the hollow of Jacob's side was out of joint. So the angel like, man, I can't get rid of this dude. I can't get rid of it. This is how strong and tough and the most royal, the most power that we come from, that the angel couldn't even deal with the brother Jacob because he was getting at him. He was getting over on the angel. So the angel had to kind of put his hip out of place. He had to kind of take his joint out of place to get his situation up off the ring. As he wrestled with him, he wrestled with an angel, King. You know how much in the spirit you got to be to wrestle with an angel? See, the angel not what you may think growing up. It may be a baby in a diaper flying around in a painting. That's not what that angel is. You know what I'm saying? He was a real angel. Bring it out. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go.
Come get a flyer. Come get a flyer.
You can scan it with the QR code too. I'm about to see it. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. His name shall be no more Jacob, but Israel. Why he changed his name? Because Jacob he asked for the blessing. He asked for the blessing. He wouldn't let the angel go. So he told the angel, bless me. I ain't gonna let you go till you bless me. He wanted to be blessed. He wanted to bless him. Yeah, right. Bless him with a powerful name. It says, this is Genesis 32 and 26. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. But Israel. For as a prince has thou power with God. See, a prince has thou power with God. See, we got power with the Most High. He gave us the name Israel. We are Israelites. We got power with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody we can go to and confide in for help when we in distress. We don't know who to turn to. The blessing is we got the Most High to cover us. We got the Most High to go to with our problems, with our issues, with our fears. You know what I'm saying? That's the true blessing. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy right there. You gotta kind of bring that on. Nope, these other nations can't do that. They don't know how to serve the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You can't even go there. This place is a melting pot of different nations trying to flee from their own heritage, trying to flee from their own God, trying to flee from the life that they live. All these people got a place to go. These other nations, they have somewhere to be. They have a place they can go back to. Where can you go back to, brother? What's the place that you can go call home? Not America. You was brought over here. You was forced and oppressed, beat down. You know what I'm saying? Everything stripped from your language, your name, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you was into, you know, your heritage, the holy days that you kept, all that was stripped from you. Now what they keep, Christmas, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? New Year's, birthdays, Valentine's Day, all this stuff is their days. These are pagan days. These are man-made days that they brought up. And when you look into the origin of these days, they going into other gods. They going into other wickedness on the left-hand side. They got it's a holiday every day of the year. That's right. You go on Google, you type in what's today's holiday, it'll tell you what today's holiday is. Every day it's World Donut Day. America's Tie Day or something. If you look it up, I don't got my phone, it'll tell you what holiday is for the day. That's wicked. Every day, America has a holiday set for each day of the year. Each day, that's wicked. That's idolatry. You know what I'm saying? That's paganism. You can't do that. That's against God's first commandment. You should not have no other God before me. You celebrate a holy day or feast day. You celebrate the Most High and the blessings that He bestowed upon it. So, today is, it's supposed to be Positive Thinking Day, National Celiac Day, so I can celiac disease awareness Day. So I can butcher it. National Peanut Day.
It's National Peanut Day.
National
so you
Peanut
could probably go somewhere and get free peanuts.
Somewhere. Rolled Dog Day and National Kids Takeover in the Kitchen Day. Just several other
Every day is a holiday, and then they add like 5 holidays within that day. In that one day.
Right.
That's wicked. That's off.
You're not supposed to do that, man. We got our own days. The Most High gives us.
Keep none of them days.
No, they don't keep them days. They don't keep them days.
They
at
even
all.
have like festivals for this stuff. Like right now, it's probably a peanut festival going on somewhere. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, and verse 1. Hear ye the word, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith
You are the house of Israel. The Lord is speaking to you. Read.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the
He
heathen.
says, learn not the way of the heathen. This nation, this America, is the heathen nation. He's telling you not to learn that way of the heathen. Not to learn these days, the peanut days, the Valentine's days, the Christmases. He's telling you not to learn these days, the Halloween. Don't learn these days. Don't learn these ways. Our people are drunk with these ways. Our people are drunk with this society. They are drunk with, America. They are drunk with this ideology. They are drunk with that. And they are fighting to the tooth and nail to keep it the way it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people don't see a problem with our condition. A lot of our people don't see the problem with living in America and living a good life, being able to go to work, being able to do this and do that, not have to worry, don't have to just be free. The Most High not dealing with free. The Most High don't do that. Everybody got boundaries. Everybody got structure, from a little kid to all the way to the adults. Them, some of the ones with the brothers and sisters that's drunk, they feel like, I do A, B, and C. I should be able to, this my life. So they got the YOLO, you only live once life spirit. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that spirit. You gotta have that spirit of fear of the Most High. You gotta have that spirit of keeping the commandments, learning who you are, pushing this truth. You know what I'm saying? To the brothers and sisters that don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? The brothers and sisters that are fighting demons and trying to figure out what's going on in the world today. You know what I'm saying?
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
He said, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Be not dismayed at what you see that's going on in the earth. Be not dismayed at the prophecy that's coming to pass. The killings, the rumors of wars, you know what I'm saying? The pestilence, the famines, the blood moons, the so-called shooting stars, all the things that you see in the sky, all the things, the earthquakes. Be not amazed at those things.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
The heathen are dismayed at them. The heathen make a big deal out of this. You know what I'm saying? We already know what's going on. Once you read, once you understand, once you feel, once you realize what's going on, you understand, like, all right, that's nothing. There's more to come. It's supposed to even get worse than what's going on now. It's a lot of fear that's going on in this nation. What just happened with, with the dude that got killed. They killed. Yeah, they killed him. You know what I'm saying? But our people trying to fight. Our people trying to be down. Our people trying to figure out, trying to be in it. It's not our issue. We don't need to be dealing with that. It don't got nothing to do with us. We need to stay in our lane. We need to focus on what we do. And that's the problem with our people. We got out of our lane. We felt like we need to be all in this together. We was tricked in thinking that we all one people, and that's not simply what the Bible says. We're all different. We come from a different nation. We come from a different heritage, different beliefs, different understandings. Our world is not their world. Their world is not our world. It's not meant to be that way.
We don't have much time left.
That's right. We don't have much time left.
It says, for the customs of the people are vain.
The customs of the people are vain. They're worthless. These are worthless customs. These customs don't mean anything. What is the meaning of Christmas? Some blasphemy. This is what it is. Some blasphemy. Right. It's exactly what it is. Halloween, all that stuff is blasphemy and it's vain. Don't mean nothing. We deal with it. We want to dress up, be damn Mickey Mouse. We want to be damn whoever it is that we see on earth and wild out and just forget who we are.
Taking on the spirits and demons. Yeah.
You're taking in the demons, you're taking in the different spirits. You don't understand that you kind of worshiping these other gods when you're dealing with these different days. Dive into the origin of these pagan days. They are full of blasphemy and wickedness. It's evil.
For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out
What
of the
does it sound
forest.
like, brother?
It says, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
One cut up a tree out the forest, read.
The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
The axe.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
They deck this tree with silver and gold, read.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
They fasten it down with nails and hammers. Read.
That it move not.
And it move not.
They're,
What that sound like?
a man go. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born because they cannot go.
What did that sound like? What did that sound like? If a man take a tree, he go into the forest, take an axe and cut a tree down, and then bring the tree with him to the house. He set the tree down in the middle of the house and hammer it down with nails and dress it with silver and gold. What did that sound like, brother?
Where was that?
You said what?
Where was that?
This is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah bringing this out.
He was doing that way back then. He prophesied.
He prophesying not to do this. He's saying don't go in the way of the heathen. This
They
name.
were doing that back then.
They were doing that back then. They doing it in 2025. They're gonna do it again this year. You know what I'm saying? But it's wicked. He's saying don't go in that way. You're not supposed to keep Christmas. You know? You're not supposed to keep these wicked days.
But it's not real.
They don't mean that. Well, it's vain, but if you dive deeper into the origin of it, you're going into serving other gods, serving Satan, you know, a lot of idolatry and blasphemy. You dive into the history of it, you dive into the origin. Yes, every day is a holiday now. What we was just going into was go into Christmas. What we was growing up to know was Christmas. That's what that account was going into. It's wicked, it's blasphemy, it's idolatry, it's awful hell. It's something that we should not be doing. But you know what? Our people indulge in it. They engulf themselves in it. Even to the, you can even see people getting ready for it now. There's people that got their Christmas tree up right now with lights and saying that every day is Christmas until Christmas. I'm getting ready for Christmas in summer. It's wicked.
And all the adults are telling they don't want to take the kids' child.
Yeah, it's for the kids, man. That's what they do, right? You're right, King. They say it's for the kids. We're doing this for the kids. This is for the kids. This is how they had their day. But you know, we got our own day. We got our own days to keep. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just, this Bible ain't just full of words and don't mean nothing. The Bible got all type of stuff. You need Leviticus.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
You gotta be aware, man, spoil you with these different philosophies. You gotta be aware of these things. They can plague your mind. They can trick you thinking this is a good time. This is a good day. Thanksgiving isn't bad. We getting around with family. We just had this big feast. No, actually, Thanksgiving is bad. You killed a whole nation of people and they called it Thanksgiving. Thank you for giving me this land. And you have a big football game and a big ham to celebrate on this day. But the people were destitute. The people that you killed, raped, and robbed, and murdered, they feel bad. They lost all their family, their heritage, their history. They once was in a land, now they're not in it no more. They don't own anything. They just own these reservations, getting drunk, you know, losing their way. You know, they've been robbed, they've been separated from their loved ones. How is that a Thanksgiving day? Well, that's to show you the spirit of these people.
They thankful of it. And somehow they made us thankful.
That's right.
Exactly.
They forced it. They forced us to be thankful for it. They made us serve them. They made us honor these days. You know, they made us feel welcome. They made us feel like it's okay. It's a good day. But they kill our brothers and sisters, man. Would you celebrate a day that they push on people that killed your brother or your sister, or your mother or your father? Would you want to honor that day? No, hell no. I wouldn't think you want to do that, brother.
They honor the reason of the day. They killed all the Indians.
That's right.
So this,
And each food represents a different part of the killing.
I didn't know that.
Like the cranberry sauce represents the blood. Like I don't know if verbatim or what it is, but you go into the understanding of the meal that you have. That's why everybody has the same thing. You got dressing, you got turkey, you got the cranberry sauce, you got mashed potatoes.
you better off fast.
It's a lot.
That's right.
It's like each item is means something.
Yeah, it's
You get-
representation
Yeah, representation.
of something.
So
I know
it's
cranberry
deep.
sauce
It's
means
deep
blood.
blood. Yeah, blood. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
even
didn't
know
know
that
that
part.
either, but I've been fasting and I didn't know why.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Brothers fast.
You in the spirit, you
You
ain't
know what
even
I'm
know
saying?
it.
Brothers fast on that day. Brothers feel like, you know,
that.
yeah, you can't even
Everything that they got. I guess so. That's like every damn thing there is.
That's right. And these things are for signs to let us know we're in a bad state, we're in a bad condition as a people. we got to come out of that. But our
You
people
know
don't-
they put pork in wine,
Yeah, some wines do have it. See that? Yeah.
red wine.
Some of them do. Yeah, that's right. They got websites where you can see what wine has pork in it and what doesn't. That's how bad it's
They
got.
lie though.
They lie. They do lie. You gotta be watchful. And that's why the Most High, you know, you
I
gotta.
seen one that said they're putting it in the hall. Just because they know, we drink.
Yeah, they know what they do. They put it in our foods. They put it in our breads. They put it in, candy, or you know what I'm saying. They put it in things you wouldn't expect for it to be. Toothpaste,
Yep.
deodorant. They know we're not even supposed to touch it. That's right. You familiar with that? I think Brother brought it up for you last week or the last time he was here. Can't eat pork. Yeah, can't eat pork. Can't eat shrimp. They never ate pork. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Now, you know, his brothers that come up, and they may not coming up in the truth, but when they get older, they in the truth.
God, right?
I don't know. You never know. You never know. Give me First Maccabees. First Maccabees. Second Maccabees. It's locked.
That guy get killed though. They gonna start a civil war with that.
Think so? It could be. Could be. But yeah. I mean, you never know how the Most High moves in this thing.
So already
Put
got
the,
National Guard
Proverbs
out, right?
21:20.
National Guard are already out.
That's what he said. I don't know if they out right now, but he said he's gonna
They in Chicago.
Washington.
They in Chicago.
In Chicago. I thought they killed him. I thought they
I
going.
ain't heard that.
He said he's sending
Yeah.
him to Memphis next.
Well, he's in Boston.
In Boston? Okay. It's going down. It's going down.
So we got
Proverbs
we
20.
got martial law already.
Yeah, Armageddon.
Start a civil war.
Yeah.
World War III. Well, they're already in World War III.
It's already started. It's already really started. The war already there.
So now, what else do they need to do to end this?
The Most High.
I know
Ain't no
they got-
ending. Ain't, you know what I'm saying? We telling you now. That's what I'm saying. We going through it now. What's going on and what's happening? You know. Everything has to have a time and a place to happen. That's what we telling you now. So it's a good thing that you're stopping, you're listening, and you're learning. Be prepared.
The Most High is in control of all these things. Our people got fear of who's in control. Our people got fear of who running the nation. Our people got fear of who runs the world. Our people fear these things. But when you understand this book, you read and you understand how the Most High get down, you know that He controls all things. No man is above God. Please bring that out, please. It's the book of Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Whatever nation has their king, their heart is in the hands of the Most High. Read. He turned, Slakia, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he wills. Yeah, he kind of do what he want to do. He kind of want to go this way one day, kind of want to, oppress a certain nation of people, then he don't. He kind of want to, get somebody off the earth, then the next day he don't.
So he makes trouble, he's changing his mind.
Yeah, every day. Anytime you want to make a decision, the Most High is in control. Anything that new breaking news roll out, the Most High is in control of. No man is in control of their own thoughts. And once you understand that, you don't have fear. You don't have fear of war. You don't have fear of the civil war. You don't have fear of the National Guard coming into you. You know what I'm saying? It may seem scary, it may feel eerie, but you don't have fear of these things because you know the Most High is in control of all things. How you doing, King? You hold it down?
Always.
Always. All praise to the Most High. Yep. All praise.
Got me covered.
Yeah, man. Yep. You're a Hebrew Israelite, you got to keep the commandments, don't you? Yeah. No doubt. You have something? Yeah, so we can't fear this thing. A lot of our people I was seeing online, what happened with the dude that got killed, they was fearing them. They was fearing us. They was fearing retaliation. They was fearing that, like you said, the Civil War. They fearing that, and then a lot of them, they trying to blame us. Yeah, they blaming us. They saying it's our fault. We didn't do nothing. Are they?
They wait like y'all sitting here talking. That's the problem.
Okay.
Y'all put this stuff in their head.
But see, that's
They didn't even know who had did it when they said it.
yeah, right. But they just said it.
Then when they found out who did it,
Right.
they don't say nothing else about it.
That's
They don't say
right.
nothing else about it.
That's right. And brothers and sisters that's doing, like you said, what's
They
going
had
on.
to shut down 5 different universities. Black.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Black.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
They shut them down because they was gonna bomb them and kill all the brothers in there.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's correct. And it was, and he wasn't the only one out there, doing that type of stuff. Yeah, I know it's another dude that do it, and they was people was asking, was he
They
going
was
to
really using this dude.
Yeah. So I mean, and then you can put these brothers like us and out there in the world, other brothers as well. They probably got fear from that. But you can't fear that. You gotta fear the Most High. You can't fear that you out here pushing this truth and somebody gonna try to do something to you. You can't fear these things. A lot of our people, they be online. They kind of saying this and saying that or whatever. They kind of got fear, or they kind of hesitant to come out. They kind of hesitant to do this and do that. But you can't fear these
They
things.
be threatening y'all now.
I mean, yeah, they have. Your own brothers and sisters, they said things, it's whatever. It is what it is. You got to continue to push this truth. Give me Acts 5. It's the book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than man.
That we also obey God rather than man.
You cannot fear man. You cannot fear, can't fear like a human being saying this and saying that, talking crazy. Somebody walking around, they got an AR-15, they out here pushing the truth. You can't fear that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta push this truth to the end, to the Most High and say, all right, y'all stop. You gotta say, all right, it's enough. But it's not. I'm led to believe it's not gonna be enough. We're gonna continue to push this truth until he come back, until we get resurrected out of here, man. So we get saved out of our condition. We had a lower state, man. Look around, man. Our people in a lower state. You know what I'm saying? We down here, we have kitchens. We down here with, our people, our brothers and sisters hurting each other. You know what I'm saying? The air is bad, the food is bad, the school is bad, we ain't learning nothing. You know what I'm saying? All we doing is following wickedness. We need help. We got a lower state. And that's what another thing, they try to push Jesus was, soft. He wasn't soft, man. He was basically doing what we doing. We kind of doing what he doing. He was in the trenches. He wasn't in the suburbs. How you doing, King? He wasn't like, he didn't fear. He was with his people. He was with the poor. He was with the ones that needed help the most. That dealing with infirmities, dealing with hardship, dealing with death, whatever it was. He was dealing with. Give me Acts 4. He was one of us. That's the example that he set. He come from that condition he come from. He didn't come from whatever suburbs out here. He didn't come from Twinsburg. He didn't come from down Hudson. He didn't come from Gatesville. He didn't come from wealth. He came from Mary. He came from, like Don Way. He came from he came from the hood. East Cleveland 17. East Cleveland, yeah. Because he one of us, man.
Then he gave away everything that he had because he was a carpenter. He was a real good carpenter, right? His daddy was.
Yeah, he was getting to it. He was humble. He come from humble beginnings, but he was amongst his people, teaching his truth, pushing who they were. They didn't like that. This is the book of Luke, chapter 4 and 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. To preach the gospel to the poor. Most High, Yahushua, he was preaching the gospel to the poor. He was preaching his truth to the poor. Brothers and sisters that needed help. Read. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted. He sent him to heal the brokenhearted. He was sent to heal the brokenhearted. We are the brokenhearted. So-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, we are the brokenhearted. We lost our heritage. We lost who we are. We lost our language. We lost our doctrine. We lost everything. We are the brokenhearted. Read. To preach deliverance to the captives. To preach deliverance to the captives. We're captives. Our brothers and sisters locked up in the prisons and the jails, they're captive. He came to preach these things to us. The so-called white man, he's not captive. He don't need help. He kind of good. He kind of chilling. He got his bank. He got his Roth IRA. He got his 401k. You know what I'm saying? He's sending his children to college. You know what I'm saying? He get to come down. He a season ticket holder to the Cavs. He get to do this and do that. being a sweet. He kind of, he hated us. He kind of spit at us. You know what I'm saying? Giving us the look like, you know, those blacks, they don't understand. Those blacks never get it. You know what I'm saying? He don't need help. He not poor. He not broken hearted. He good. His family straight. His sons and daughters going to college. They're going to be in marriages. They're going to have families and life going to go on. That's his process. Our process, man, we got to pay these bills, man. How we going to make it? How we going to eat? How my kids going to make it? What we going to do? What's their future looking like? We staying up late at night thinking about these things. You know, we losing sleep thinking about how we going to take care of our families. We losing sleep. How we think about we going to get our children to college or a better life than what we in right now. We lose sleep of these things. They don't lose sleep. They good. They sleep good. You know what I'm saying? Even if they living on edge, they get a credit card bill on that. You know what I'm saying?
They really don't sleep. They get tied too hard.
You know, they don't. They going through things. The Most High give them up to different things, infirmities. You know, they don't like the sun. They don't like kick him off. You know, they get burnt up. You know, things of that nature. They not really living it. But this they have it though.
They gotta do something evil to sleep.
That's right. They do a lot of evil. These buildings and stuff, all these buildings and OGCs, casinos, it's embedded with wickedness. It's embedded with destroying us, really. You know what I'm saying? Because we down here. We chiefly in these conditions. All this stuff was set up to keep us oppressed. Put the building up, give them a mall, casino, and run it up. It's like clockwork. That same person on the slots, you got the same person throwing the dice, you got the same person. You know, you got another LeBron James coming up or whatever. You got another basketball player. Yeah, he's good. He's good for our, he's good for us. You know what I'm saying? Well, you had something?
Okay, but we don't need to hear that. We got recorded. We have respect.
I'm serious. I'm gonna see
I don't care for me, Chef. Get the
my friend is having a seizure. I'm gonna pray for him. Please wake him up. I'm serious all over the floor. Happened to me the other day. I'm gonna see. Please don't bring him.
Check this out. All right, let me start at. Check this out. It's the book of John, chapter 1, and verse 44. Now Philip was of Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip findeth Nathanael and saith unto him, We have found him, of whom Moses in the law and the prophets did write, Yahushua of Nazareth, the son of Moses wrote in the law. And he was all the way in the beginning of the book, and Moses wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Bring it out. Did write, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. And Nathanael said, the son of Joseph. You know, the Christian, they believe it's immaculate conception and all that junk. This is the son of Joseph, man. He got lineage, a bloodline. And Nathanael said unto him, Can there any good thing come out of Nazareth? He said, Can any good thing come out of Nazareth? That's like us saying, Is there any good thing come out of Africa? Is there any good thing that come out of Cleveland? That's what he kind of saying, because they know in Nazareth they wasn't living good. Nazareth was kind of like that. It's kind of like, you know, down the way. It's kind of like he was living in bad conditions. So he's like, can any good thing come down the way? Can good thing come from Morris Black? That's kind of what he's talking about. It's kind of what he's getting into. Can any good thing come out of Nazareth? Philip said that to him. Philip, Nathanael, but it's like Nathanael. He said, he like, this y'all shower. He like, can any good thing come out of Nazareth? Philip, because he knows it's the lower state. Philip said unto him, Come and see. Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and said of him, Behold, an Israelite indeed. Behold, an Israelite indeed. In whom is no guile. That's right. In whom is no guile. It's like it wasn't his birth, but they used to basically bring it out like.
So he already knew.
Yeah, because he wrote it in the book of Moses that he was going to come. Or in however Moses wrote, he was coming out of there. Yeah, he knew he was coming. Like, he knew it was to save somebody for us, to save us out of our condition. Somebody that's going to
where he was coming from.
Out of Nazareth, right. Because he knew Nazareth was full of, like, was full of folly, full of wickedness. Full of brothers, homeless brothers, or lower state. You know, lower state, like the brothers say, you know, doing whatever. You know? So it's like, that's a beautiful thing. I love that precept. It's profound in a way where it's describing the condition of our people. It's describing the background of Yahweh Shai and where he was coming from, where he came from. You know, because growing up, you look at this man, he's nice, he's kind, you know, he kind of got flowers and butterflies around him. You know, that's what they try to say.
Smile at us.
Hey, bring this out for me. You believe in God? You believe in Jesus? You think Jesus came? You said what? Oh yeah, all praise to the Most High. So you know, Yahweh Shai, he didn't come from, you know, the suburbs. He wasn't a suburban kid. He came from the street. He came from the hood. He came from the lower
They
state.
have money though. Look, they have money. To have a farm, you have to have money.
Well, it's a
But he
different.
still-
It's kind of different though back then. Like, I know what you're trying to say, but it's not. It's like he come from where we come from. Because he came to be an example for us. You know, somebody really can't be an example if they rich. They got money. It's kind of hard. You know, you come up, you living the way you living. It's kind of like you're supposed to be the example. Other brothers and sisters that's poor and broken hearted when he came from money. They don't even match. You know what I'm saying? Bring it out here.
It's the book of
Hey, I gotta get going though. I know what y'all getting into the ball with the
Yeah. What you believe though?
Yeah, what you believe?
I believe a lot, but I believe
What you
in
believe,
life,
though?
man.
Or you gotta repent, King. You gotta repent.
Hey, take this flyer. Take this flyer. That's some literature.
Follow us on your phone. Follow us. You can scan it.
I got y'all.
For sure.
You gotta repent and keep the commandments.
So you can give me the Acts 13 and start at 20. Oh yeah, so I see you was here last week, right? Yeah, I think I seen you before that, right? Yeah, so you know who you are in the book and all that, right? You believe in the book, you believe in God and all that? You believe we the chosen people? Jesus. You don't believe in Jesus? Why not? Yeah, we don't believe that's his name either. His name is Yahweh Shai. It's the letter J. We just Jesus, the letter J was invented in the 50s.
But everybody know that, so why do people still?
Because we're drunk in this world, we're drunk with the doctrine that you forced upon us. You know what I'm saying? We're drunk with the ways of this world. We're drunk with, you know, the religion, Christianity, Islam. You know, we don't know who we are. You know, so that's why we kind of lean on these things and
But
misunderstand it.
everybody know Jesus ain't real. The word.
But everybody don't know that. Everybody don't know that. I didn't know that. It was a time I didn't know that. I thought Jesus was his name, but I didn't know nothing. I was ignorant.
Yeah, but
Every-
how long ago was that?
They had his pictures up in churches and houses to this day. They still got them up. They still got them up. So you can't say everybody know, brother. You can't say that. It's part of the hood when you know.
You on a different level than
Come on.
you know, most brothers.
They knew because when I was a baby, I knew something was wrong.
But a lot of brothers back then did know. Too.
we all
But
know.
it's the way the Most High designed it. It's coming out like the way it is. Everybody know. My father don't know that. Well, he did know that, but
See,
it's
I
like,
mean, we all knew.
but it was like, what you mean? What's the definition? Because people like, yeah, I heard that he was black. They don't know how to dive into it and read it for
they
themselves.
knew that
They don't know how
thing
to-
that was up there on the wall wasn't real.
not everybody.
Yeah, we did because the things that was killing us, and cutting our throats,
But it was, a
Chopping
lot
up-
of our people had that image in
chopping
their
off
house
our
though.
dicks, and raping with all our women.
Can I ask you this, brother? Who was teaching them? You make it sound like all the generations was breaking it down. A lot of generations weren't breaking it down.
No, they wasn't
Because I
breaking
came
it
up,
down.
I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say everybody know. You know what I'm saying? No. Listen what I'm saying. Who was breaking it down? You make it sound like each household knew to break it down to the younger generation. They did not know.
No,
That's what I'm
they wasn't
saying.
breaking it down.
Okay, but they didn't know.
bring it out.
They wouldn't bring it out like the brother just said. They wouldn't bring it out.
Didn't you know inside? something
No, I
was
didn't. I'm being honest with you. I didn't know. I was ignorant.
You didn't know nothing.
That's what the Bible tells you, this, brother.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
you can be ignorant. You ain't listening to what we saying, bro.
Check it out.
Listen.
Check this
Listen.
out. You can start at
Yeah, you got, yeah. A lot of our elders failed us. That's why we got young brothers out here bringing it out, brother. A lot of the elders have failed. Okay, I'm serious.
Yeah, they just trying to make money.
Okay?
That was their way of making a living.
The churches. It started with the churches, okay? You know that. you wasn't even hearing this. If you go back to your church, you wasn't not hearing this in no church. Now, come on. Okay, bro. We gonna keep it real now. Right.
Working their hands.
They was getting,
They wasn't just getting money. They was getting raping, robbing.
well, they're doing all that folly. Everything under the sun they was doing. I mean, you know that. You do that.
I used to go to the church to rob the church. I was just a kid. I knew something was wrong with it. I feel like they was robbing my mama, so I'm robbing y'all.
But you know, too wrong after a while, you know, you grow. I know what to say. So ignorant. That's the part of ignorant. That's what we saying. We was all ignorant at once upon a time.
Acts 13.
Draw like I'm an artist.
A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. So it's like it's up to the Most High to put the spirit on brothers, put the spirit on men to bring it out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just gonna be where everybody should know this. Why we only follow? Why we never do? Like why we never point that out? Like it's brothers gotta bring it out that way. That's the way it goes.
So look at Acts chapter 13 and verse 42. And when the Jews were gone out of the synagogue, the Gentiles besought that these words might be preached to them the next Sabbath.
See, the Gentiles in this context meaning brothers and sisters that's Israelites that don't know who they're Israelites. How we going into now. A lot of our brothers and sisters didn't know they was Israelites. So how could they know that image was how could they know that was the wrong image? How would they know that? Figure it out.
Now when the congregation was broken up, many of the Jews and religious proselytes followed Paul and Barnabas, who, speaking to them, persuaded them to continue in the grace of God. And the next Sabbath day came almost the whole city together to hear the word of God.
The next Sabbath day, almost the whole city came out to listen to the word. Because they liked what they was hearing. They started to understand, like, okay, read.
But when the Jews saw the multitudes, they were filled with envy.
So the Jews, the ones that knew who they were, knew that we were the Jews, they got mad. They got mad that Paul and Barnabas was teaching them who they were. It's kind of like, damn, everybody don't know. Well, I was getting, like, why are they getting mad that they teaching them who they are? Read.
Come on, our
Yeah, it's kind of our people.
But when the Jews saw the multitudes, they were filled with envy and spake against those things which were spoken by Paul, contradicting and blaspheming.
See, they blaspheming the word.
So why was they evil?
Because they was kind of like feeling away that the Gentiles, they kind of wasn't living the way that they were supposed to, and Paul and them trying to put them on game. Like, look, y'all got to do A, B, and C. Y'all chosen by the Most High God, and they felt like they wasn't doing right.
That's it. He's saying why the other Jews was envious of Paul and Barnabas.
Yeah.
Because
They was kind of giving fame about it. They was getting popular by doing it.
it's like if they said if all these people came to hear us speak the words of the Most High, you got some Jews off to the side looking like, man, they getting all that attention. I don't like that. Hey, what they speaking, they ain't right. What they speaking, they don't know what they talking about. Don't listen to them. That's what that was. It's like you just getting jealous because they took
knew
it.
it was true.
Right. Yeah, they knew what they were speaking was true, but they looking at it from a carnal vain aspect where it's like they looking at it from a carnal side where
The preachers do that.
So if a preacher seen us, like, don't listen to them, don't know what they talking about, because if we bring people from the church, that means we taking money out of the pastor's hand. We taking money out of the church. So it's kind of the same thing, since you brought it up that way. They would be mad at us because we taking money out of the church. We bring people out of the church.
Taking their with them.
Or, I mean,